Welcome to Coldness Thursday. It's been suddenly very cold recently, just as cold pretty much as the reception of the player base to the news around Transmog that will come in midnight. That's because a few months ago we had one of the first early announcements about this expansion, such as Transmog will be free in midnight. You can just freely go around and swap your transmogs, no longer having to spend 1,000 gold every time you want to change your appearance. Well, it turns out it's not quite as free. Technically it's free, practically it's not free. Let's take a look at what changed, because there's been quite a lot of misconception around how it actually works, a lot of clickbait at best or sensationalist grifting at worst around this thing right here, the new system of the Transmog. So let's start first. You have the choice of picking through all of your different items as well as your different already existing sets that you have collected, and then you have the custom sets. Now this is what you have right now in live. You know, in live, you go through your sets, you decide you like this, okay, sure. You save this, you call this like in live number 3, you saved it, and then you store it, right? It's just like it is in live. You just have these transmogs saved. Then, if you want to, save them, paste them into your outfits, which is the new thing in midnight. So you take this one, outfit number 1, save outfit. It's almost 6,000 gold. Now it's saved. Then you go to outfit number 2. You want this one. It's also, again, almost 6,000 gold. And now they are saved into your outfit, right? So the difference is that, unlike in live, where you have your transmog sets saved, and then you click to change your transmog in here, you can save as many as you want, just like in live, and then you paste them into your outfits. The difference is that now you can take these, right? And then you can go out, you can be in a raid boss, in a raid encounter, in between pulls, you just wipe, you're like, I wiped because this transmog was bad luck. Let's do this, and you change. And then you're like, I changed my mind again, and you change. Maybe you're still undecided, change again. That's the main thing with outfits, the fact that now you will be able to store, after you have selected your outfits, as many as up to 20 different outfits, which you can then change on the fly. These are essentially, unlike the custom sets, which are still stored in here, once you put them into your outfits, they are no longer tied to your transmog NPC. They can be put in your bars, and then you can do whatever you want with them out of combat and swap into different outfits at no cost, of course. If you swap between outfits, once you have saved them, they don't cost anything anymore. So even if, for example, the initial price is pretty steep, it costs at the moment almost 6,000 gold to paste the transmog in the outfit, whereas right now in live, if you were to change your entire set, it would cost you maybe 1,000 gold or something. Now it costs 6 or so thousand, but then they are stored in the outfits and you can change them whenever at no cost anymore once they are saved into the outfit. Same if you continue. If you purchase a new slot, now you have outfit number 3, right? So with outfit number 3, you can change to yet another one. Again, it costs almost 6,000 gold. If you change all of the slots in your gear, then you save it. Then it's number 3, then you can put it down here, and now you have, the first one, and then you can change down to number 3 at no cost anymore. So this is the idea behind the new Transmog system. There is also the extra added feature of the situations. Because yes, you can store up to 20 outfits, but then you would have to manually change them. Situations basically allows you to just change an outfit based on the situation in which you are in, right? So for example, you could select the outfit number 3 situation and have location raids, right? And then outfit number 2 could be location rest area and house, right? And also what shows up in character select. And then outfit number 1 could be open world. So you could be essentially in the auction house of the main city and have this transmog, pick up your mount, leave, the auction house to go out in the open world to do a daily, and then you instantly automatically swap to this, enter a dungeon and you automatically swap to this. That's what the locations are for that you can select for the different transmogs. Same goes for things like movement. If you are unmounted and mounted, you can change. For example, you can now make Transmog's theme to your mount. You want to use a void mount, you can now select the void mount and automatically use a void theme transmog, for example. And then you have, of course, the ones themed on your spec. But this was pretty much already in game, right? So you have the situations that can be tied to your outfits, which are now completely free for you to swap in between once you have saved the transmog in the outfit. Why then, if this looks so amazing and sounds so amazing, why are there so many people annoyed and outraged about this? Well, number one is the big number, the 800,000 number you have heard of. That's the first point. So the first point is the outfits start off with costing 100 gold, and then they will cost 500. So outfit number 4. And then it will cost 500 gold with outfit number 5, and then it's 5,000 gold with outfit number 6, and then it's another 5,000 gold, and then it goes up to 10,000 gold. This will keep ramping up until you reach your 20th outfit slot. So the total amount, total cost for having 20 outfits is going to be 800,000 gold. Now this is equally bad from Blizzard, but also bad from the community. It's bad from Blizzard because they didn't really need to have a gold sink in this system, in the Transmog system, right? Especially after you said it's gonna be free before this expansion. Why? Just make this gold, let's put this gold elsewhere, put this gold sink elsewhere, no need to have it in Transmogs. But it's also bad from the community because honestly, as you can see, the first, 10 almost outfits cost about 75, I think, 1,000 gold. So to have all of these, which are now saved for you to a particular transmog set from the sets you have created, and then you can also make them swap automatically depending on the situation, or simply put them in your action bars and just swap to them whenever you want at no cost. This is 70 or so, 75,000 gold. Meanwhile, for example, the last level, the last outfit slots, so outfit slot number 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 are gonna cost 80, 90, and then 100,000 gold. So essentially, the 18th or the 19th transmog outfit slot costs more than all of these combined. So the outrage on the outfit slots costing 800,000 gold, it really is just the last 4 to 5 outfit slots. The first 10 are 75,000 gold. And legitimately speaking, are you gonna need more than 10 different outfit slots to change at no cost outside of your transmog vendor? Because remember, we just said storing a set is in your custom sets. It's free. You can store these the same way you are storing them right now in live. When you print them into the outfits is when you get to change the look of your set, as well as change it outside of the vendor, change it whenever you want in the open world, in a raid, when you're mounted, whatever. But the announcement, you know, of, oh, to even be able to transmog, you need to spend 800,000 gold. No. According to my headcanon research, 97% of the player base already doesn't use more than 10 slots when it comes to transmog sets. So it's completely irrelevant the fact that transmog slot number 18, 19, and 20 are all costing 100,000 gold each, because you won't need very often any more than these. And to point out again that if you still want to save different transmog sets, you can just save them into your custom sets for free. At no cost, you can save however many you want here, and then have them saved for you to use and replace your original outfits. The other complaint though is that, first of all, having the first 10 outfit slots, unlocking them won't just cost 75,000 gold, because then you also have to actually save the set on those slots, right? Okay, I spent my 20,000 gold to unlock outfit number 10, right? But all of these are empty right now, right? we stopped at the first three we edited, right? They have different sets, but then all the others are still basically empty. So okay, after spending the 20,000 gold for outfit 10, I have to actually put a set in it, which will be 6,000 gold, right? And then you have set number 9, change the different set, another 6,000 gold. Set number 8, different set, another 6,000 gold. So technically, unlocking the slot is a certain amount, and then you also have to actually save into it a set, which is going to cost you about 6,000 gold. And that's the second issue players have. It isn't just about the cost of unlocking the outfits, which sure, once you have unlocked them and once you have spent the 6,000 gold, these will be free, right? Forever and ever. You will never have to spend money to change in between these outfits, which is something you can't do in live right now, right? In live, you might have 10 different outfits you have saved, but every single time you want to swap between one of them, you have to spend 1.5 or something thousand gold. In here, it's free. But first, you have to have the initial cost, let's just say, of at the moment, the first 10 slots, 75,000 gold of unlocking the slots, plus 6-ish thousand gold each slot to actually save a transmog into it. So now we are at about 135,000 gold to have to have 10 different outfits with 10 different transmog looks saved. The other thing is that even if you save this one, right, in outfit slot number 1, if you actually want to change it, you have to still spend money, right? You have to still essentially reprint this set into something else. So if you have to change every slot like we just did, you would have to spend again in the realm of the 6,000 gold to repaste a transmog set into your outfit. So it isn't just spending the 6,000 gold to put something in the outfit once. If you of course want to fully change the outfit again, you will have to still spend roughly 6,000 gold at max level for all of your items. Obviously it goes piece by piece, so if you only wanted to change the weapon, it will be still more than basically your entire transmog right now in live, almost 2,000 gold for the weapon only. That's the other point. It isn't just the cost of unlocking the outfit slots, which is growing in cost. Yes, it can go all the way up to 800,000 gold per final slot number 20, but realistically you can keep it pretty contained in cost. You can stop at the first 10. You shouldn't really need more than 10 slots, and even if you need more, you can save however many custom sets you want infinitely. So whatever, keep creating them, and once you want to put them into the roster, you can add them. Then there is the other issue that on top of that 75,000 gold you have to spend to unlock these, you also have to spend 6,000 gold to print one full set in each and every one of these slots. And then even after you have the 10 outfit slots, even after you have the 10 sets printed into the outfit slots, and you can still swap in between these outfit slots in all the different situations you want them to change into. If you still wanted to edit them even a little bit, you would have to spend more gold. Even if it was just the transmog effect, it's 900 gold, right? You have to spend 900 gold just to change one weapon enchant look in one of your outfits. So, you know, ultimately, I think that it is still cheaper than live. It will be greatly cheaper than live for most players, because most players don't use more than 10 transmog sets. Most players don't change more than 10 different transmog sets, or change transmogs so often they need more than 10 transmog sets. It will be also super cheap in something players didn't used to do because it costed too much, such as randomly changing transmog sets in between pulls of a boss, in between mythic plus keys, in between just having them in your bars. You just click a random button and you change transmog set. Now that you can do it, before it would have been crazy pulling up your mount every other mythic plus key and spending 2,000 gold just to change a transmog fully. Now instead it's free, so ultimately you're probably in the long run gonna spend less than what we have in live, because of this system. Only the very high end, like the 1% at the top, who were using transmog add-ons to run 40 different transmog sets, very into RP and whatever, are going to having to spend more with this system. However, what is bad isn't this, is the fact that initially this was said to be free. If you wanted to put gold things, you could have put them somewhere else, maybe in professions, why not? Fuck them miners, but not in transmog. I think that the money cost is fine in the outfit slots, but not in the charging of the 6,000 gold every time you want to edit this. And then there is the other problem, which is the account-wide issue. Everything we just said is not account-wide. This includes obviously saving sets, which makes sense because if you load from a priest to a warrior, why would you want to have saved the priest sets on your warrior? What makes less sense is that now the outfits won't be account-wide. So if you spend 800,000 gold on your priest to unlock the 20 outfits, if you log into your warrior, you will only have the 2 default ones. You will also have to spend 800,000 gold on the warrior if you want to have the 20 outfit slots. And even if we said that the first 10 are pretty good still, because very few players will need more than 10 slots, so it's more than fine to spend 75,000 gold, even 130,000 once you have saved all of your outfits in the slots, to have them forever, to be able to swap between them forever at no cost. However, it's not account-wide. So now, if you wanted to do this on your priest, shaman, paladin, evoker, monk, now it's 5 characters. So now that 130,000 gold you have to spend for this will have to be multiplied by 5. And suddenly you're spending more than 500,000 gold just to have this system. So it's not exactly free now. In fact, now it will cost more than your older system. Unless you were a transmog junkie and you constantly wanted to swap transmogs in live, this will be essentially costing more. The main issue right now is, number one, the cost that is not account-wide. I think this will be changed. And number two, the outfit slots costing 6,000 gold once you print a set into them is way too much, especially because it's not permanent. So every time you want to change set in the same outfit, it's another high price. Depending on how many items you're swapping, it's way too high. Even if it's a single item, like a single weapon, it's almost 2,000 gold per weapon. It's too much. It's the video will serve as a reminder to Blizzard that the initial point was to make it free. And even though, yes, fine, technically you have 2 outfit slots given to you for free, and technically once you have saved the transmogs in these 2 slots, you can change between these for free. So yes, at the very early entry level basic feature, it is free. At the very most basic of features. In fact, at most I think it's gonna cost you about 12,000 gold to save something, to save a full set in outfit 1, and then you save a full set in outfit 2, weapon included. It will cost you around 6,000 gold for these 2, so 12,000 gold, and then it's free. Then you have to spend nothing else. But it's only 2 outfit slots though. So I hope that's not what they intended when they mentioned it was gonna be free. This needs to be expanded to a little bit more than just a couple of outfits to be cheap. And also the problem of this not being account-wide will balloon the cost of outfits way too high over the course of multiple characters, as well as the default base cost to fully save an outfit being 6,000 gold is also way too high. You could keep the same cost you're keeping now in live, the 1.2 thousand gold per outfit, assuming that once a player has the 10 outfit slots and saved 10 different outfits, they won't be doing that many changes, right? Once they have them all saved and free to swap into outside of the transmog vendor whenever they want, right? So right now we are still far away from the initial description of Blizzard's new transmog system being free. So we have to now wait and see how the community's reaction to this will impact Blizzard's changes. I'm sure it's gonna be amended in the near future and not have nearly as much of this high cost as we currently have in the beta. But it's good that we saw this first to then, I guess, adjust Blizzard, put Blizzard back on the right course on this new feature, because there is really no need to make it this pricey and this costly. It's very good. The features of now being able to have a seamless transition of transmog sets to multiple different scenarios, mounted, dismounted, in a city, in the open world, in a dungeon, in a raid, in a PvP arena, right? It's cool, it's very cool, but it can't cost that much gold. It can't be that pricey, right? So that's what we are demanding from Blizzard with this new cool system. It will still be cool if you don't make it cost a lot. I'm giving this revelation to Blizzard. The coolness of the system is not tied to being pricey. So they can remove the gold sink from this system. They can at least shorten it by quite a lot to make this a very good one instead of a decent one right now. So on this Thursday, this was the update on the changes of the meta of Midnight. And with this, we can now leave each other. We're starting the goodbyes as usual by thanking everyone for having watched the video, together with, of course, Where's the Camera Going, together with everyone else who has been supporting completely for free by liking and commenting down below, as well as subscribing to the channel itself. Now, with these things out of the way, thank you again for watching. See you guys tomorrow. And in the meantime, I started with this being quite a cold situation, and now the cold situation is pretty much gone.